This is Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
This is the headline that dropped literally as we were closing our show yesterday, and I had to save it. I had to bookmark. I actually bookmarked the page as if it was 2002. And it said, Americans already say... Now, keep in mind, this was either while, depending on whatever reports you believe, while the eclipse was happening, or before the eclipse was happening. Americans already say they're suffering from eclipse sickness.
Oh my God, you can't call them sick to work today. Eclipse sickness.
Including insomnia, headaches, and changes to women's periods. Experts warn cell phone services could go down and pets could be acting strange today.
Oh my God!
That was yesterday.
That was all we.
So if none of that happened to you, you survived.
It was all
you
fake
survived
news.
unscathed. If none of that happened to you.
Oh my gosh! Does anybody
your
have?
Pets were right. If you were your menstrual cycle was on par. Your headaches. You did not get any headaches yesterday, and you had no problem going to sleep last night. You are safe from the moon shadow coming between the earth and the sun. Wow. I saw that and I started cracking up laughing because we were talking about it yesterday. And I was like, dude, this is what we were just talking about. And this is like, look at everything that's tied to this. Insomnia, pharmaceutical. Headaches, pharmaceutical. Changes to women's periods, pharmaceutical. Cell phone services, excuses for AT&T and Verizon.
Yeah. And T-Mobile.
Pets could act strange. Somewhat pharmaceutical. Is your dog acting strange today? Oh, you better have him come in and check out the vet.
I have totality sickness. I can't come in today. It's just totality sickness. Yeah, look it up. It's a real thing.
And that's what the people that would get it. It would, like, you can't say eclipse sickness. Like, you have to change it and make it, like, totality.
Totality sounds way more legit.
What the hell is totality?
Yeah.
Oh, it's from the eclipse, duh.
Yeah.
And they make you feel stupid for it?
Yeah. It's I can't get rid of this totality ache in my back of my head.
People reported yesterday feeling more anxious and emotional.
I didn't.
And I'm going to go back to something I said yesterday. Earthquake in New Jersey. That was a 4.2 or 4.5 or whatever it was that barely rattled anything.
Yeah.
Ended up being leading news. They were calling for states of emergency. This happens all the time on the West Coast. Okay? Right. Yeah. This happens all the time. We power through it.
Yeah, but maybe our infrastructure is a little bit more, we might have more earthquake safe buildings than they do in New Jersey. I don't know. I've never been, and I don't know much about it. But, sometimes...
People have also reported feeling more anxious and emotional. I don't remember this happening back in October when we were able to see it here. We went about our day. My kids went out and played soccer underneath the thing. And you know what? They did not disintegrate. They did not vaporize.
They didn't get totality sickness? Are you sure?
There's no totality problems. But this is what we're always we always talk about this, okay? We always talk about, wow, isn't it kind of weird that the news is trying to drive you in a direction that you need to get help for everything that you have.
Be scared, fearful. Yeah. And it doesn't make sense. Like, you watch the news and then you're like, wait, that's not my reality. And I thought this was just my thing. But now more and more people are starting to come around and go, wait, no, this is all BS. That's not the news is not reality. I see my reality every day. And then I turn on the news like, what? This doesn't make sense. But okay, I'll listen to you because you're the experts. You're the news.
There's so many people out there.
ABC, CBS, NBC.
I think the news and the medical community media conglomerates and the medical community have gotten together and they realized, you know what? Look at the popularity of WebMD. Everybody's a hypochondriac to some extent. We just need to drive it down their throat so they'll buy our products.
The KZMZ Big Win is happening tomorrow. It starts. All right. We're giving away tickets to a bunch of different shows, including Robert Plant, Alison Krauss, sold out at Vina Robles. You could win tickets to that. ZZ Top. This week. Next week, it'll be a different show. Every week, it'll be a different show. And we're going to be doing this for quite some time. We got we got Slow Safe Ride with us, meaning that they're going to provide transportation. So they're going to pick you up, take you to the show, and then bring you back. So you have to even worry about parking. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about, having too much to drink. Too much to eat too. Sometimes when I'm really full, I don't like driving home from Paso, cause I had too much. So anyways, this is all going to be taken care of. Plus there's the VIP, garden area back there. We have wristbands to that. Get you in your own private entrance.
Check out the app and the website for all the details. And we have also listed a list of numbers of doctors in case you're getting excited for this and you feel a little anxious or emotional. These are some healthcare providers that can help you out through these tough times of a big win-win contest that is coming your way and the opportunities that we are going to be giving to you. Okay?
Brace yourself. It's coming tomorrow. It's coming tomorrow.
Sorry if we messed with your menstrual cycle.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
The James McKiernan poll question today is, what are you more likely to have more alcoholic drinks at? Okay. Does that make sense to you? Is the more redundancy throw you for a loop? I did ask more twice in that question. I can change.
Where do you think you'll consume more drinks at? Is what you're saying, right?
I knew. I mean, having you for a friend is almost like having a liberal. You're not liberal, but you change words around like liberals do in order to mean different things.
No, that's just politicians.
Even though it means the same
that's
thing.
Not just liberals. That's all politicians.
Yeah, right. It's all politicians. Yes, that's Republicans
How do I make
and
this
Democrats.
sentence sound better? Change one word. I'll make it better. Vote for me, 2024.
So what he just said. Which one are you more likely to have alcoholic drinks at? This is your three options. Okay, a rock concert, a country. I'm going to say country western concert. Because I like to throw the Western in there.
Yeah, that's old school.
It does not.
That's going to make people think it means like 80s country.
It's like Mel Torme or something. Or wait, no, that's
Conway Twitty is who you're thinking of.
Mel Tillis. I was thinking Mel Tillis.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I just got back from Vegas not too long ago, so
Mel Torme.
The Mel Torme Drive, and then a comedy show. And what got me thinking about this is we're giving away Jesselnicks. For all you Jesselnicks out there, we're giving away tickets this week. And I think I drink a lot more at a comedy show than I do.
Oh, yeah. For sure. I've only been to like a handful compared to concerts, but concerts you're usually standing and you're moving around. But at a comedy show, you're normally just sitting there at a table and they have a waitress coming by. Or at least all the clubs I've been to, they do.
Right. If you're going to see a comedian in a setting like that, you got to
being a role is going to be different. But
they got to go get your own unless you get like VIP tickets or something like that. But it's better to be a little lubricated on a comedy night.
Yeah, for sure. Loosen up
loosen up. Rock concert. I feel like everybody there is a recovering alcoholic and they don't like the alcohol being around them. So I feel bad for those people.
Really? Is that why they're all smoking weed? Because that's all I smell at a rock concert.
Well, or
any concert nowadays. No matter
how addiction
Western
works
or whatever.
Addiction works. You just replace one addiction with another addiction. And because the state's like, it's legal now.
Yeah, I know.
Then people are like, I could toke up.
Like people in AA smoke a lot of cigarettes.
Oh, yeah, tons. And drink a lot of coffee. Country Western concert, those people drink. So this will be interesting to see.
Yeah, they dance a lot, though.
Yeah, but they also Morgan
see the guys with the Wranglers on. He's always twirling a girl around. You don't see that at a rock show. We don't see guys grabbing girls and twirling them around or dancing with them, really. But at a country show, you see the guys do that. And I think it's endearing. I find it Nice.
It's endearing unless they are drinking too. If they're drinking too, usually the cowboy throws the girl to the ground, and then it starts a fight.
Yeah.
Even though,
and then Tim McGraw kicks him out of the show.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Tim McGraw.
Hey, you son of a bitch! Gay!
Call
Get her
attention
up.
to
Get
him
out of here!
And he's like, "Hey, she lost her footing. She had too many White Claws."
Yeah.
And then you got to fight with Tim McGraw. Next thing you know.
There's a poll I want to do one day. Is there any guys out there that will openly in public drink a White Claw? I want to know what the answer is.
We'll do it tomorrow then. Okay, because this is already.
Well, I know we already got some traction here. I'm just saying it doesn't have to be tomorrow, but at some point, I want to know if men. I mean, I've tried a White Claw. I don't like them,
dude. I don't.
It just tastes like carbonated water. It's like Michelob Ultra. It's pretty much the original White Claw. Michelob Ultra is the beer flavored White Claw, in my opinion. These Trulies and White Claws and other things, these things are just very
some
flavored.
that are good.
The Michelob Ultra is the same thing. It's like carbonated water with a little bit of beer flavor.
Truly greater than White Claw. Truly has more flavor. White Claw, I don't understand. I'm with you on that one. White Claw is like LaCroix, and LaCroix is disgusting. Oh, man.
Okay,
I just
anyways.
saw a headline about the solar eclipse a day after.
Okay, we just talked about that. Just save it for a little bit.
This is terrible. This is terrible. Like, okay, this was somebody really messing with people. We'll get to it coming up. But yeah, make sure you get on over there. Let us know which one you're more prone to drink at.
Concert,
how about
comedy show, country
which
western.
Which one are you more prone to get blotto at? There you go.
There you go. That's at KZOZ.com.
It's Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Hi, Jeff and Jeremy here. Good morning. It is KZOZ. Jeff has got more solar eclipse news.
The total solar eclipse, well, that's the big show, and that's where the moon completely blocks out the sun, and that's nature's big event.
If you're gonna get outside and go down to the park, the clock may say high noon, but the sky is getting dark. Yeah. If you plan to stand around with all the other masses, better get yourself eclipse sunglasses. How about that? Oh yeah.
Smoking Guns reunion. Okay, this is now I'm burying the lead here because I am not a news reporter. But I will tell you, if you looked at the sun through glasses yesterday that you bought on Amazon, you'll want to stay through this. First, a jackass on the news in Chicago telling us the safest way to look at the sun, which is actually probably true. And his translator, because Chicago is a sanctuary city, or I'm sorry, a city that
welcomes newcomers.
Welcomes newcomers.
Right. This is the absolute safest way to do this. It's essentially a pinhole camera. Yes. I'll hold it up so you can see what's in the bottom of the box. Taped to the bottom here is a piece of white paper. At the top of it is a piece of aluminum foil. There's a straight pin right here that you poke a small hole in. Mm-hmm. Now, pretend you at home are the sun.
Okay.
And I'll turn my back.
I remember this one in school.
So
we did
sit
this.
like this, pointed up at the sun. And inside the box, I would see a circle, a bright white circle.
Like a big Amazon box, UPS.
Happens, I would see it darken and cover it. This is absolutely the safest way to do it. Put this over your head like that. Now,
you see it come through.
To do this
and when you see it come through, you see that crescent shape wherever it is blocking out.
We're going to do it
wherever
after the
you're
break,
at.
or we're going to do it right now.
Chicago was
you want to do it now or
in the path of a pretty solid
So
coverage.
just in Spanish or
Here she
Spanish.
comes. You ready? You ready for this?
Oh, I am. Yes.
This is.
She's going to translate now.
She's going to translate everything he just said
in Spanish. Not because we're in California and we have a lot of Hispanics, but because we're in Chicago.
California. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Chicago.
You said Chicago.
This
is
Chicago. Yeah.
About as far as away from Mexico and the United States as you can get.
6-1, half
unless
a
you're
dozen
in Maine.
the other at this point. Yeah.
New Hampshire.
Okay, here we go.
Speaking viewers know what we're doing. Lo que vamos a hacer es una manera segura. Si acaso no tiene los lentes, la manera más fácil y simple de hacerlo es tener una caja. Todo el mundo tenemos una caja, tijeras.
Caja.
How do you say that in Spanish? I forgot the eraser. Una navaja y aluminio y papel y tape.
So do this with the kids at home over the.
She did that in 20 seconds. He what it took him 50 seconds to say.
Yeah, we need Spanish is taking over.
Spanish is a much more efficient language.
Yes, I don't have time
English.
for this English crap anymore.
Okay. According to the NBC affiliate in Rochester, New York, that is WHEC, people who purchase certain eclipse glasses from Amazon may have received an email from Amazon saying the glasses are in fact not safe to view the eclipse in. Well, now you tell us.
Yeah, it's too late.
Now you tell us.
I'm blind. Thanks a lot.
This is the first, and you know what dude, you want me to put on my conspiracy sunglasses on this one?
Yes, I do.
This was intentional, shot across the bow in what we are already experiencing in World War III about disabling America's infrastructure. How do you disable America's infrastructure?
Solar eclipse?
You get them. You make them look up into the sun with non-AAS approved
everybody
glasses.
takes themselves out. They're all blind now.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. Well, we only sold it to 1 million people on Amazon, but that's 1 million people that can't see. Next time they look up in the sun or in the sky to see if there's a Chinese balloon flying over the country, they might not be able to see the balloon.
It's Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Okay, so one of your experts, I call them your experts because you bring these people up a lot, TikTok experts. This person goes, the handle that they have on TikTok or the username, I don't know what it's called. I think they should call them handles, though. Rubber Ducky. Is Rubber Ducky on TikTok taken? You got to take that if it is, Jeremy.
I'm not on
If it
TikTok. I'm not doing the TikTok thing. I mean, I like to watch these guys talk about, they think the house mom that knows everything about laundry or the...
Well, Mommy Life Squad probably does know what the hell she's talking about. And this is something...
Oh, did I nail this on the nose?
Yeah.
It's a mom on TikTok? Oh, big surprise.
My Mommy Life Squad. Like, it doesn't get more... braggadocious. I stay around the house and I figure out stuff all the time. There had to be some R&D that went into this process, though. She claims that the surefire way to get wrinkles out of your clothes is at the last 10 minutes of the laundry cycle, throw some ice cubes in with your clothes. Now, it doesn't say how many ice cubes you do.
In the washing machine or dryer?
The dryer machine, in the dryer.
This sounds like a great idea. Melting water in an electric dryer or a gas dryer.
Well, if I'm guessing it will melt and it will absorb by the clothes. Okay. And then when it absorbs by the clothes, it gets the wrinkles out. Are you going to try this based on the fact that she says, stop ironing your clothes when you throw your clothes in the wash. At least 10 minutes of the cycle, throw in some ice cubes. Then, now, when you take your clothes out of the dryer, they will be wrinkle-free. Well,
if you pull your clothes out right away and hang them up, they'll be wrinkle-free.
Is this...
and I have a steam dryer, so it also we put a little
according
steam
to Kidless Life Squad?
Is that my nickname on TikTok? It'd be Kidless? What does a kid have to do with being able to do laundry without wrinkles?
Childless Life Squad on TikTok says just hang them up immediately.
Yeah, you hang them up when you get them out. They're still hot. There's no wrinkles there. I don't know. Maybe there's other clothes. Maybe I just don't have the clothes that wrinkle very well. A lot of my stuff is wrinkle free, I guess. So.
It says that you can also add in baking soda and distilled vinegar to take the dinginess and the odors and marks out of clothes, and also to brighten whites and soften your towels. A little baking soda will do the trick. Now, I don't know if what I'm reading here says throw the ice cubes in. Nope, she throws them in the dryer cycle.
Okay.
I'm glad I clicked on that.
When does she throw them in the dryer cycle again? Like when there's
the last 10 minutes. Now, okay. I do a thing where if I have a shirt that I want to get the wrinkles out of, because I hate ironing. Ironing is the worst. household tasks. You got to get the friggin' board out. You got to heat up the iron. You got to worry about the kids running up and touching the iron or knocking it off of the board or the counter or wherever you're doing your business. And I never can get ironing right either. Like I iron, and then I don't, like, it always leaves a crease based on I'm ironing. And then you iron the sleeves, forget about it. That's terrible. Like up in here, where the shoulder, the sleeve meets the body of the shirt. You're like, that's impossible to iron, and it ends up leaving more wrinkles. You look like you got a bunch of, like a blouse on, it's got a bunch of frilly in that area where you have the wrinkles. So I can't stand ironing. But what I do is I take a spray bottle with just water in it and spray the heck out of it. So I'm kind of doing what she says to do. Spray the heck out of it and put it in the dryer by itself and run it for 10 minutes. But she's saying you could do multiple shirts, multiple slacks. If you throw some ice cubes in at the end.
Do you think the ice cubes melt in the last 10 minutes and then kind of create like a steam? So that kind of steams them? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's got to be what happens. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do.
If you have a newer dryer, they have the steam feature on there now. It's kind of nice. But you can't let your clothes sit in there. The problem with wrinkling is people put their clothes in the dryer and they forget about it. True. And they have to go back and then they have to,
That is true. Like if I have a shirt in there, I make sure that I set a timer or something like that. She, in the picture, throws in, I'm going to count these ice cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ice cubes.
Yeah, I think you said 10.
She throws 10 ice cubes in with what looks to be about 4 or 5 shirts. Okay, so 2 ice cubes per shirt, I guess is what the I don't know what the laundry.
How about slacks? How many ice cubes do I need for slacks? Slacks.
She says to throw a couple of ice cubes, but she's got like 10 there. She pulls it out and look at it. There's a shirt that is ironed, and you know what the brand name of the shirt is, Jeremy? Kirkland Signature. I can see the tag right through there. It's Kirkland Signature. So she can buy. You should be following this person.
I don't buy Kirkland Signature clothing.
Why not?
I shop at Costco, but I don't buy their clothes because there's
Why not?
There's too many other brands there that are better.
I always thought that the jeans were a good deal because they have that tag on the back of them. They say Kirkland Signature. That's awesome. That is the sign of old guy. Right
yeah,
there.
that is the sign of old guy. There.
Old guy is Kirkland Signature jeans. I love Kirkland Signature jeans. I'm fine. I'll own being old guy.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
Pat Benatar here, Geraldo coming to Vina Robles. Text Benatar to the 805 Beer text lines to try to get in to win these tickets. It's a 4-pack. Benatar to 805-543-3693.
A lot of people chiming in with Gene Rayburn. Yesterday, towards the end of the show, we asked a question: who is the creepiest game show host? Most people saying Richard Dawson. And listen, I'm on board with both of them being creeps, and probably Richard Dawson was the more overtly creep one.
When you type in creepy game show host on Google, Richard Dawson.
Yeah.
Videos of Richard Dawson.
I get it.
Creepy game show host kisses children.
Yes.
I saw him kiss like a young 12-year-old girl on the lips once. And that was too much. But that's what he did, right? But he didn't kiss guys on the lips.
Nope. But he'd tell them if they had a good-looking daughter, oh, you better watch out for this one. When people say that, I'm like, why? Well, who am I watching out for? You?
I notice when I watch Family Feud sometimes, Steve Harvey, the way he puts his hand around a girl that's got like a strapless dress on, he grabs for it. He grabs well.
It's interesting because I saw there was a great analysis by Christopher over on our Facebook page of Steve Harvey, and I get this vibe from him all the time. Steve Harvey, he has built an unlikely empire. Okay, like for Steve Harvey to be as big a star as he is boggles my mind. Like I've always thought that Steve Harvey must have the greatest agent in the world, because Steve Harvey kind of gets like you a little bit sometimes. Like when you get mad at somebody for like questioning the facts that you say or something like that. Like you'll get upset with people for questioning you.
Just you.
Right.
No, and other people.
And then there was that guy yesterday who you gave the erroneous solar eclipse information to, that you got into it with.
Oh no, he argued with me about the time, and I said, "Well, hey, I don't care. I found this website and I thought I would share it, so that was it." Well, we're good. We're good. We're cool.
Right.
It didn't bother me. It didn't bother me. I just thought it was funny that people wanted to argue with me about it, but whatever.
And Christopher writes in. He says, "I feel like he's a bit bipolar," and that being Steve Harvey, not you. He's like, sometimes he's in a really great, funny mood, and other times I see the negativity leak out. Like he gets frustrated and pissed off.
Well, he's gone through a few divorces, and his wives take a lot of money from him. His ex-wives have taken a lot of money.
And that's
from
why
him,
you need a good agent, right? You go through a few divorces, and you marry gold diggers. You need a good agent to make sure you stay gainfully employed. Like, I don't think Steve Harvey's that good of a host of the Family Feud. I don't watch it. Like, the best host of the Family Feud.
Oh, no, actually, he's pretty good. You should give it a shot. He's pretty good.
I don't think so. I do.
He's
Listen,
great when people say stupid stuff, he makes funny faces. He's got a very cartoonist type face.
When the best, and he killed himself, which is tragic, but the best Family Feud game show host was Ray Combs. Ray Combs was far and away the best because he was a good balance.
See, they never play the Ray Combs stuff. Probably because he killed himself.
They really don't. But not even on the game show network.
They only play,
the old
Steve
episodes.
Harvey. Yeah.
On the game show network, they'd play the old episodes. It's always Richard Dawson. Every once in a while, and granted, he killed himself during the time he was on the show, so it was a short run.
How did he do it?
I don't remember. How did Ray Combs commit suicide?
I'll look that up. Go ahead and finish your thought.
But Ray Combs was a good balance of letting the show do the job that it was supposed to do, and then and then what?
Hanging by bed sheets in a closet.
Oh my God!
He was that short. He couldn't just stand up.
They're all short, all except for Gene Rayburn, which is weird.
And Steve Harvey, he's a big dude.
Is Steve Harvey tall?
Yeah.
I don't think Steve Harvey's tall. He doesn't come across as a tall guy.
Oh, he's very tall. Yeah, sure. Hey Siri, how tall is Steve Harvey?
Oh, he is.
Steve Harvey is 6 feet 1 inch.
Yeah, taller than you.
He is taller than me. I would not think that though.
Short guy.
Because I'd just assume that Ray Combs, what was Ray Combs' height?
I bet he's shorter than me for sure. He was like 5'4", maybe 5'6".
Ray Combs' height is it comes up right after his death. So maybe 5'8", yeah. 5'8", ooh.
Oh, he was not 5'8". All right.
You're in the wheelhouse. Louis Anderson was also a host of the Family Feud.
Yeah.
He's an inch shorter than Ray Combs.
I don't think he could have hung himself in a closet. It would have broken the rail. Big guy.
Big guy. Sure.
Louis Anderson, really gross. He reminded me like of a ginger Jabba the Hutt.
He was the worst.
I know. This is going to be if we're offending you right now. I'm sure somebody's upset right now.
But it wasn't even the fatness that I had a problem with. He'd be like, "What am I doing here?" Like he acted like he had much better things to do than talk to the people of the Midwest that would bring their family out to Los Angeles to be on the feud. You know, he'd be like, "All right, top 100 people surveyed. And a recent survey say that they find this on the sidewalk." Somebody would bring in, they'd say, "Sign." And he'd be like, "Show me sign." It's like, dude, do you even want to be there?
No, he wants to be eating a meatball sandwich.
Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.